Okay, next up we have this part over here. Let's go ahead and start putting the necessary dimensions, and I've opened it up in Paint, and always start with the length, the width, and the height. So on this option, these are curved over here, so I'd actually prefer to use the top view to capture the width of the object. Not necessary, but it's just the preferred route I would take. Okay. While we're here, we can also get the depth of the part, as well as the height of the object. So I'm going to go back to the front view to capture the height. Okay, so we have those three dimensions in. Then we just have to handle the two circles over here. And once again, there are hidden lines here, and you might be tempted to want to dimension to those hidden lines, but remember that you can't. It's usually discouraged too. But we can use leader lines, so let's start with that. So we're going to need a leader line for this one, a leader line for this one. Remember that whatever the dimension is, it's going to have the dimension symbol on it, which looks something relatively like that. And then we have to dimension it from the center. So let me just put a dot here to represent the center of each of these circles. Dimension it from the center of the circle to the side of the part. And then dimension it from the center of the circle. This is a little close to the edges there, but I'm going to go with that. Center of the circle to the bottom of the part. So that's locked in place. And then we're going to do kind of the same over here. We're going to capture that. But let's capture it maybe slightly differently. How about we capture it from the center of one circle to the center of another? Okay, that's going to be our side dimension. You don't have to do it this way. I'm just doing it this way because if this circle is locked in place, and let's say we know it's 4 inches apart, then this circle has to be 4 inches apart. So we could use that as that side dimension. Now we still need to use something for the height. So let's go ahead and use the center of the circle to either the top or bottom line of the part to get that locked in place. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. The last dimensions that we're going to need are these arc dimensions. So over here we have an arc. We're going to need the dimension of that. We're going to need the radius of that. And over here we have an arc. And we're going to also need to know the radius of that arc. Now, just to be cautious, because we're not quite sure exactly where this arc ends, it wouldn't be bad information to have the dimension from here to here, which is the length of the straight line before the arc begins. Okay, so hopefully that doesn't over constrain it. It's very possible that it might have by one dimension, but we're going to go with that for now. So that took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to fully dimension, and hopefully this part is good. Okay, hopefully you're starting to get the hang of it. I will see you guys later. Peace.